So last time on Whispers of Time, Shadows of Kyoto, Kami Nakama stepped into hallowed ground that he had long forsaken, the quiet, weather-worn Jesuit chapel on the edge of Kyoto, a place of old memories and older betrayals. Accompanied by his allies, Kami confronted the man who had once ushered him into Japan's inner circles, Father Alessandro Valignano. Armed with damning evidence from the Crimson Lantern brothel, evidence tied to the priest, the evidence that tied the priest to the Shimatsu clan and the deadly Kuniochi of the Shadow Petals, Kami sought the truth. He sought justice. He sought closure. What he received instead was condemnation. Valignano, draped in robes of righteousness, made no effort to hide his disdain for Kami's defiance. When pressed, he called down the wrath of his hidden congregation, revealing his true allegiance. Monks became murderers, and from the chapel's shadows stepped the final proof. Two fully armored Templar knights, blades drawn in holy silence. Steel clashed with vengeance, and in the final moments of the battle, it was Haruka, who dealt the killing blow to Alessandro. But death was not the end for the misguided priest. In the throes of his final breath, Haruka's gifts allowed her to glimpse into his dying vision, a memory not her own, shared through a touch of empathy and shadow. She saw the truth. The Templar stronghold, buried beneath an old Shinto shrine near Lake Biwa. And at its center, the architect of this upheaval, Francis Xavier. Once a missionary, presumed to have died over half a century ago. Now a puppet master pulling the strings from the shadows. A saint of war, cloaked in divine right. And so, the path becomes clear. That old shrine, once a playground in Haruka's youth, is now the key to unraveling a conspiracy that threatens not only the Toyotomi rule, but the fate of all Japan. So, here we are, folks. I know that a couple of you took some damage during the battle of our last adventure. And the Shinto shrine that Haruka knows about is not too far. It's maybe about 2 hours or so from the chapel where you are currently. So, what do you all want to do?
Excellent.
I was real quick. Was it Francis Xavier?
Yep.
Isn't that the Cabbage Patch doll guy?
I don't know anything about that. Do you know anything about that, Christy?
I don't think I know anything about
that.
I'll look it up. I feel like that's the name of the guy that's on the birth certificate that you would get with Cabbage Patch Kids.
Wow.
Xavier does sound, yeah.
It's something like that. Someone in the comments can let us know. Anyway.
I'll do it.
Cabbage Patch crossover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll save that for Marvel Galaxy.
Okay.
Close. Xavier Roberts.
Ah. There you go.
That's good memory there, Dragon.
No shit. That's out of nowhere.
Sean, not for nothing, but you sounded like Ken Jennings on Jeopardy when you said that. Incorrect. It was a great Jeopardy delivery.
Just so you know how smart I am, it's
There it
Xavier Roberts.
is. That's it. Nailed it.
So, I mean, in all actuality, I mean, right now, I mean, as far as you know, I mean, if there is this Templar base that's underneath this shrine in Otsu, they probably don't know you're coming. So you're not necessarily in a rush to get there. So I mean, you have probably some time.
Is anybody seriously hurt? I'm kind of look around to take stock of everybody because I mean I've got maybe like a scratch basically.
Yeah, I'm really
You're
hurt.
hurt?
Yeah,
No.
I've taken 36 or somewhere around there. I feel really bad.
Okay, so all right. I guess we could, take the like a long rest or whatever, or like get to the area and kind of scout out, and then
Yeah, I'm not going to be good for battle if we go straight into something.
yeah. So okay, what time of day was it again? It was like afternoon or something.
It was close to evening. The sun was getting ready to set, and probably by the time you guys are leaving the chapel at this point, the sun is setting on the horizon. So it's early evening at this point.
Okay, so well maybe we could bed down somewhere then.
Well, you said
I mean,
what? It's 2 hours away,
Yeah, about
roughly.
2 hours away, and I mean, truthfully, you're close enough to Kyoto where you could probably go back to your place, Kami.
Yeah, let's do that then. That way we can grab some supplies or whatever else we might need because I'm sure I have everything we might need at my place.
I could grant the benefit of a short rest if that's helpful at all, and let someone spend hit dice to regain points if we think we're going to encounter anything on the way to the house.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I could use it. I think with one big shot, I'd go down. And then I don't know how to do that. I don't even know what my hit dice are. There we go. Okay.
Do you control me or do I control you?
And you don't actually have to do anything. You just have to tell them that you're doing it. They have to get within 5 feet of you, and then they can roll their hit dice to do so. And I guess
What's the recovery of those? We only get half of them on a long rest. Is that what it is?
on a short rest,
We use them, but on a long rest, we recover hit dice.
It's half, I think,
It's
because I
half.
get all of them back as a special ability.
Okay. That'll change how many I use. All right.
I'm pretty sure.
yeah. Let me look at her thing real quick and just make sure we're doing this right.
For me, it's an action. That's it.
So yeah, it's just an action, and then you gain the benefits of a short rest, including the ability to spend hit dice to regain hit points.
That helps.
Good.
What are you worried about, Han? You've got massive plot armor. You'll be fine.
Plot armor, is that what you said?
Yeah, you're already in the future, so you can't die.
and I didn't take damage, so I'm good if they're good.
Okay.
I'll be no good to you dead.
So where does that put you then? Oh, brought you to what, 23?
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, do you want to take advantage then? You've got time to go back to your home in Kyoto.
How far? Okay, how far is it to Kyoto? And then how far from Kyoto to the shrine?
You're on the outskirts of Kyoto right now, so probably about an hour to get to your home, and then from your home to the shrine itself, probably about another hour or so.
Okay.
About
So yeah,
three and a
why don't
half
we just?
hours.
Well, I mean, it'll be 2 hours to go from here to the shrine. So
Right,
might
but I
as
mean,
well go to Kyoto and then rest and then go.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's only like 3.5 hours from your place, then yeah, we
No,
might
it's
as
an
well.
hour from my place.
No, I meant from your place to the shrine.
It's an
It's
hour.
oh,
That's what
oh, your
Christmas
place is
is.
closer than the shrine.
Yes.
My bad. Okay, then yeah, that makes perfect sense.
All right, we're gonna do that.
Okay. So your journey to back home uh, really does go without event. Um, the trail that you take back is quiet. You enter back into Kyoto, and it's just a typical quiet night. And you're able to reach your home without incident. Once you get there, I mean, it's probably only about, maybe 8 o'clock, probably at this point. So you've got a little bit of time for some R&R before you turn in. So I'll kind of turn it over to you guys for a moment, and you can kind of discuss a few things and maybe plan for tomorrow and the approach to the shrine. And in the
Do we know
meantime,
exactly where it is? The shrine?
yeah, Haruka does, yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah,
I
and
have servants, right?
And you
At my
do have
place?
servants, yes. Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. So, well, when we get there, I'm gonna have my servants take care of everyone. I'm gonna go see oh, my dude.
the Shogun.
Yeah, Shogun.
So you tell me?
Yes, thank you.
Yep.
So I should have food, anything we might need, like provisions, new clothing, if we want to change and go incognito. We could probably do some dark clothing, like ninja stuff, if you want to change. If that helps, I'm gonna go see Toyotomo, and I'm gonna give him, or let him at least see the ring that had the rose petal on it, or the cherry blossom, or whatever it is. Cherry blossom. And it should have maybe some pieces of flesh on it still from when I stuck it in the dude's head. I just want to let him know that essentially what I did
Yeah.
up to this point
All right.
as retribution for what happened, and also let him know that it's now personal because of my family's land, and that we're going to go and do this thing next. So I now have two goals, or at least two tasks, not just for him. And
Yeah.
hopefully he'll support that.
All right, let's play that out.
I'll come in, do the customary bow and basically signs of respect. And I'd like to, if I could, get him in private and explain, because I've been with him for quite a while and I don't think I've aged. So I just want to kind of give him an idea that I had family, people that I would consider family. Obviously, they're not my family by blood. Is there anything else that I should do other than what you set me out to do? Has anything else happened while in my absence?
Toyotomi takes you out into the courtyard of the palace. And it's a beautiful Zen garden with bonsai plants and pristine white stones that have been raked to perfection. It almost looks like the waves of the ocean. And fittingly, there are cherry blossom trees that blanket the area, and they are shedding their petals as you guys walk through the garden. And he says to you, first, Kami Nakama, tell me, what you have seen over these past few days. Give me the news, and do not leave anything out.
Early on in my travels, I knew that my family that I adopted, their land was on the way to where I was going. And it had been burned to the ground with only one survivor. That person joined me, and we made our way to Takama City.
This was
There-
the poor geisha you brought to my court.
Yes. There, we found Chin Sui, the mad pirate. He was the Black Serpent of Osaka Bay, if you have heard of that figure.
I have heard the rumors.
We had conversation, and I put him down. But before I did, I grabbed this ring. This is the Shadow Petals ring, official ring. I think they use it for communication amongst those in the know. It's a little dirty because, well, do you remember Alessandro Villagano?
Valignano, yes. I have had dealings with him.
Yeah,
He wishes to spread his religion across my kingdom.
correct. And he's the one that introduced me to Nobunaga before I came to you.
Yes.
There was some bad blood as a result of me coming to you.
A betrayal?
What's that?
A betrayal.
They saw it as such.
Mm.
We found out that he is the one, along with other insidious figures, were the ones that were attempting to buy your land. And when they refused, they would force them out by burning them to the ground and slaughtering the family.
The Jesuits were behind this.
At least the ones here. I cannot speak for all.
Pious,
But-
righteous bastards.
I thought the same thing. Well, we solved that problem, and we cauterized that wound, so to speak. And during our conversations with them and the fight, we now know that there's a hidden Otsu shrine. Is that the
Otsu.
pronunciation? Otsu?
Mhm.
A shrine. And that is where there seems to be possibly their base of operation. And me and my friends are on our way there. We stop by here to freshen up, rest, and then set out tomorrow morning.
Do you believe that there is a connection to the Shimatsu?
Yes. They are aligned with these shadow petals.
And the Jesuits?
They seem to be. The deepness of their treachery, the connectedness is unknown. But if they're all in it and allow the burning of families and property, I think they're all equally guilty.
I have heard rumors of this belief system, this Christianity, taking root within the Shimatsu's realm in the southern region. It would not surprise me that they would have aligned themselves with these outsiders if there was a promise of power that came along with it.
It is my experience, and when I say that, I know of their origins. They are now well funded, and they're dead set on spreading their beliefs, regardless if there's already a belief system in the area. They are, for lack of a better term, fungus. And they will eat the bread until there's nothing left but them. And they know not that when they do that, they will destroy themselves.
Why was this farm a target for them?
I've not figured that out.
Pausing for a second, perhaps you forgot on this.
Probably.
Strategic.
He did. Valignano did reveal to Haruka that the farm overlooked both Kyoto and the bay of Lake Biwa, which the lake feeds into the sea, which would be a perfect entry point for the forces of the Portuguese and the Italians to be able to come in and take Kyoto. So it's a choke point.
Okay. I had Biwa in here. Didn't know anything else. I've never been able to pronounce this. It's the Rip, the Hugar Rip?
Huga Rip.
Hugar Rip. I'll bring that up that it was stolen by the Shadow Petals.
And I think we knew that already.
Okay. Sorry, going through my notes.
That's all right.
And I think that's all I have. Oh, wait, Biwa. I had the Biwa's brothel. Is that the same?
She was named after the
Biwa?
lake. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Didn't know that.
And I made mention last time that it seems like everything is centered around the lake anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's whether it's irony, fate, or coincidence.
Okay. I'm gonna ask him what kind of threat would there be if they were able to take all of these parcels of land? They seem to be strategic, but how open does it make you? How insecure will this create? What? That doesn't make sense. How insecure will you be if they own all these lands?
Well, if this farm is as you claim, and it has a perfect view, if they have means to get word to invading forces, it would let them know of any weaknesses perhaps that we might have. And I must be honest, we would never have fathomed an attack coming from the lake. We feel very protected because we are inland. But yes, there is access to the lake from the sea. But we have naval forces in place that we feel are strong enough to be able to combat any outside forces, but we have not had to combat forces from the west.
May I suggest that we put out some eyes on the lake? We're going to need time, as much time as we can get, if they're going to invade.
This is good information, and I will bolster the forces at the entrance to the lake from the ocean.
Now I want to ask you, have you heard any word about activity from the Shimatsu clan?
They're quiet for now.
Quieter than usual?
No, I have my eyes on them. It's business as usual.
If it came down to it, how prepared are you for all-out war with them?
Our forces are ready for war at any given moment. But I must say, from the intel that I have received thus far, it seems as though they are waiting. Perhaps giving the air that everything is going as planned, going as usual. But something is off.
Well, we're on our way to the shrine at first dawn. So hopefully when I come back, I'll have more information. Hopefully good. And now I must ask you for a favor. This farm, with its strategic importance, all of that aside, I want to ask that it is given back to Morihiko and their family and protected in my absence.
Sorry, this GM speaking.
Yeah.
To Morihiko or to Haruka?
Well, Morihiko's the one that was at the property, right? That I found there. And she was a distant relative?
No, not related. They're
Just someone
they're
who was
neighbors, yeah.
Okay.
Now...
Oh, neighbors. I totally forgot. Okay. So yeah, it would be...
Knowing what you know, though, of your past with Dragon, what was your other character's name?
Leonora.
If Haruka is able to complete her vengeance, she will go away. So there are no descendants that you know of.
Ugh.
Now, that's not to say that there may be some that you don't know of, but you personally do not know of any. Now, Morihiko is a neighbor. It is a land, that is adjacent to them. It is someone that, could potentially absorb the land into their own, so that actually might be, a viable option. Toyotomi does tell you that, under the circumstances of the law of the land, Haruka, with no apparent heirs to inherit the land would fall under the purview of the state.
And that would be
So
him. Yeah.
so he would own that land.
Okay,
That
then I'm going to ask for it then.
you
hand it to me.
personally would ask for it.
Yeah. So that I can protect it.
And he says then to you, if you retrieve the Hugarip and solve this conundrum that we find ourselves in, this alliance between the Jesuits, the Shimatsu, and the Shadow Petals, the land is yours to do with as you wish.
He bows. And then he asks, would you like the signet? Or shall I hold on to it for the time being? It might come in handy for either one of us, depending on what happens.
You hold on to it. It is your prize. It might be an excellent tool for intimidation.
Okay. And then that'll be it. But in the evening, after I check on everybody, I'm going to go and write a letter detailing what happened at the church or monastery where everyone was slaughtered, and that the people that did it are going in the opposite direction. And then I'll seal it with the signet and put it into circulation for misinformation.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
Eat myself some rice.
In the meantime, while this conversation was going on, Kosai, Haruka, and what's your name?
Morihiko.
Marahiko.
Nice
We
to meet
literally
you.
just talked about the land. I was going to give her everything.
I know. Usually I'm looking at the screen. It's on the screen, but she's here with me. Like I said, she's throwing my game off tonight. The three of you and Naue, who's not with us tonight, is there anything that you all need to do or discuss?
Not for me, other than he would go probably fuck around with his tea a little bit, but beyond that, I think he would wait till a little bit closer and to actually have a plan or develop a plan for anything. So he does not do too much. He spends time with his thoughts, essentially. He does also wonder to himself how he could have let that happen, as far as leaving um, Morihiko and Kami, leaving them on their own. And how did I not see that coming? Because of my ability to do what I do, I should have seen that coming. And I spend most of the night beating myself up about that.
Haruka?
There's not really anything that she would need to be doing. In the meantime, she's pretty much kind of got her focus, and wherever we would be situated, she would just be kind of sitting there like a statue, just waiting for it to be time to do the thing. She's very much like kind of usually in an almost catatonic state, as opposed to Leonora, who is very vibrant and moving around and animated. She's very much just like a living undead statue, I guess.
Marahiko?
If I could find a munitions merchant to replace my pistol rounds and or stock up on a few extras. That's possible.
Yeah, I think that would probably be doable. Let's see, are you reloaded?
Oh, we should pick up some firecrackers for distractions.
'Tis the season.
Yeah.
They'll be on discount now.
Mm-hmm. Totally. 4-finger discount because, fireworks.
And if I could send a message home to my father to let him know I'm okay and encourage him to seek out the help of our household servants and the nurse down the road to make sure he's doing okay.
Yeah, and there would be a courier here at Kami's place that could take a message for you.
And I want it to be officially sealed to add some gravitas.
He'll be so proud.
Well, your servants provide you with a good meal to tide you over for the night, and if there's nothing else that you need to do this evening, you'll have a chance to bed down and take a long rest.
Why is this not working? I thought we fixed the pop-out problem of not being able to do the long rest.
We?
I marked
And you have it popped out?
it. Yeah, I mean, I just clicked on the long rest. It gave me a little box. I said yes, and
Yeah.
there it goes.
Mine has to be popped in. It has to be in the Foundry
What?
page.
Oh, that's weird.
Well, anyway, pop in, pop out. I'm good.
Well, after a good night's rest, you all wake up the next morning, perhaps a little later than usual after the events of the prior day and the strenuous battle that you went through. So it's probably maybe 9:30, 10 o'clock by the time you all gather in the courtyard of Kami Nakama's abode. And you've got a little bit more time to kind of plan and before your travels for the day.
We actually don't know where it is, but it's just the shrine. It's somewhere underneath the shrine, right?
You know where the shrine is,
Right.
and yes, it's somewhere under the shrine. Yes.
That's good. I'm wondering if we need, what else do we want?
I
Like
feel like
weapon-wise, I mean, definitely want some fireworks of some sort. Smoke bombs for distractions and cover. Trying to think of anything else that might give us advantage on this. Even if we hike with it and then drop it outside the shrine and then move forward without it.
When have we ever needed an advantage?
You say that as if we've been together forever, Haruka. That's a good question. How familiar does Haruka seem to Aswan? Like, is he putting, like, oh, this person's very similar to someone I knew way back when?
Well, I mean, there's the family resemblance,
Okay.
and there's probably some certain little idiosyncrasies that were passed down from Misha, for sure. So she probably reminds you a little bit more of Misha, perhaps, than Leonora. But she's definitely her own person. As Dragon was saying, she's definitely a little bit more stoic. Now, whether this is a result of, her death, or was this the way that she was in life after you knew her as a toddler, that's for her to say.
I'm more thinking about the ties between behavior as well as the powers that Haruka seems to command
Yeah, the
and
powers
how that
are very similar. Yes.
to Lenora?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just want to know, like, if Oswin's kind of thinking, like, oh, this family line seems to have unique aspects of it, where
Yeah.
this is the second person of this line that seems to have either come back from the dead,
Mhm.
having, certain abilities that I just want to know, like, if he's really surprised by Haruka or if he's more along the lines of intrigued.
Do you believe in a curse?
Yeah,
That's probably the first thing that enters your mind.
yeah. Because I think for the longest time, he thought he was cursed.
Ooh.
Like, he'll never die. And then he just keeps going and going, and everybody dies around him.
Hmm.
It's like this must be some sort of curse to live this way and never have a home, never have a family that would last. So,
That's how Haruka sees it as well. For both herself and you. That's why she made that comment earlier when you guys first met, that she feels sorry for you because
mm,
we're both cursed.
got it.
Why don't you guys take a moment and play that out? I mean, more than likely, I would imagine, Haruka, you don't sleep.
Nope.
And you mentioned that you were kind of standing stoic like a statue. And more than likely, probably when Kami woke up, you were standing there in the courtyard and just looking out into the city of Kyoto, standing there like a statue. And Kami, you see that, and that might draw you to her. And you probably see a flash of imagery, because of her figure, maybe more than anything. Maybe she doesn't, resemble Misha as much as she does physically resemble Leonora. That lithe, kind of cat-like
Yeah.
form that you remember from 100 years ago, and your memory kind of flashes in front of you, and you see the woman in the long flowing dress, in silhouette, standing there on your property, and for a moment you're confused and you kind of forget who she is.
Mm. Yeah. I'll walk up to her and make sure I'll kick some pebbles when I'm about 10 feet away from her to let her know somebody's behind her. Haruka,
Yes,
you're up early, or are you up late?
I am always up. If I don't sleep anymore, I won't sleep until this is over.
Living without dreams is tiresome.
This whole matter is tiresome. The circle that we keep finding ourselves in.
Yeah. What do you hope to gain today?
She kind of turns gain.
Yeah.
There's nothing left for me to gain. All I can do is make up for what is lost. Even if it's all over, the best I can get is reset to zero.
What needs
I
to
can't have
happen?
another family, or I can't have children. I can't have friends. There was
Why
no
can't you
gain.
have friends? Why
The
can't
dead
you have
have
friends?
the dead have no friends.
The undying do.
Yes. No, that's not me.
You sure? You look perfectly alive to me right now.
She'll kind of turn and pull the mask aside and look at you, and you can just see like just madness in her eyes, but no other kind of facial expression at all. And she says, "This looks like life."
No, but it looks like an opportunity. When I asked you what your goal was today, I would say whatever makes those eyes clear up. Let's set off to do that. And after that, we'll see what happens. He'll turn and walk, and then he'll stop and turn to the side. And he'll say, "Oh, by the way, you have your land back." And then he'll just walk off.
As he's walking off, Haruka, make a wisdom roll for me, please.
Wisdom, eh? Just regular wisdom?
Yep.
Or something?
15. Okay. So you've been with Kaminakama for about a week or so at this point. And there's been something familiar about him from the moment that you met him. But I don't think the words have ever really been spoken. You now, as he's walking away from you, you flash back to a memory of an ebony skinned man from your youth. You were tiny. You were maybe 3, 4 years old at the most. But somewhere deep within your memory, you see this same man walking away from your farm.
Did she just remember anything about him? Just the form of him walking away.
You remember him being precious to Misha, that he was special to her. And the day that he walked away for the last time, there was a tear in Misha's eye. And that's what sticks.
Okay.
And Misha would have been older at that point. She probably would have been in her 60s, probably.
Well, okay. So then, oh wait, that was not your mother, right?
Right.
Okay. She'll kind of ponder that. She knows that there was a connection, like that he was a friend of the family, though, right? And when we were reintroduced, I feel like that came up.
Thought something like that happened
Okay,
where,
yeah. So if it did, yes, but this may be the first time that you actually realize that you might have met him before.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Because in the beginning, you had one of the scarves.
oh yeah, that's right. I had Lenora's scarf.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there's a little familial connection.
Mhm. And Nakama is going to go back inside and basically check up on Morihiko and Kosai. Make sure they have everything they need. And make sure we have all of our provisions.
Now you had mentioned something about trying to pick up some like smoke bombs or something like
Yeah,
that, right?
smoke bombs and firecrackers, whether they be just Black Cat types or bottle rockets.
And do you? I assume you want a smoke bomb, yeah.
Oh yeah,
I put one on your sheet. I'm assuming that probably Naue would probably want one as well, so I'm dropping one on her sheet. Is it smoke bombs for everybody, or
yeah, I would say so. Just because it will allow us to enter hidden and also exit hidden.
okay?
And we might need it individually. Same thing with the firecrackers, bottle rockets, and then I will give. We should be able to have some form of like flintlock lighter sort of situation, being as the lighter was invented before the match.
You just need a lighter.
Something to light the fuse of the things that we have.
That's fine. Yeah.
Haruka will pass on the smoke bombs. I can walk through shadows, so I don't really need to
All
for the
right.
smoke. I don't need the smoke.
Well, you could use it for other people, you selfish bitch.
It's fine. I'll take a smoke bomb.
And I don't have anything that would really fit within like firecrackers, but I mean, we can just say that you have those, and that's fine.
Okay.
Make a noise distraction.
Yeah, something like that.
Hmm.
And
All
then we should all have dark clothing available to us.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not wear it on the road, but once we get close, we can.
Well, it's daytime, so
Well, now
What's
he
that?
certainly has that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can gather, any kind of attire that you feel like you need. And then I guess if there's nothing else, then you guys can begin your travels to Otsu.
Onward.
So the road to the outskirts of Otsu winds along the quiet shore of Lake Biwa. The water glimmers in the late afternoon sun like a blade half sheathed in gold. The path turns inland towards narrow trails carved between pine trees and thickening forest, where the silence grows heavy, like the woods themselves are holding their breath. The journey is short, just a little over an hour, and it's quiet enough for you to take a moment before you reach the shrine to gather your strength for what lies ahead. As the forest deepens, the trail ends abruptly at a slope of tangled vines, moss-covered stone, and brush so thick that it seems nature itself is hiding something. And indeed, it is. Pushing through the undergrowth, you see it. What remains of an ancient Shinto shrine, long forgotten and reclaimed by time. Stone walls, partially sunken and cracked, peek out from the brush like bones from a shallow grave. Ivy strangles what used to be an ornate torii gate, and a small stone fox and lion dog statues lie toppled and broken along the overgrown path. Vines hang like curtains over the structure's rotting wooden door, and the shrine's roof is partially caved in, letting in shafts of sunlight that paint the interior in shifting gold and green. But the sense of stillness is a lie. What would you like to do?
I definitely want to send Saturn in to get a look, or use if it's if it's required to use my clairvoyance, I can do that too. But either way, I want to do something to get a look in there.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Get an idea what we're dealing with.
Yeah, I was going to send all the pets in.
yeah, I was gonna say.
All right, so Saturn flies in. There's a small kind of antechamber just right inside, which is pretty much filled with rubble. And there's a door that leads into a larger chamber, and there is a group of what seems to be Templar knights, all kind of scattered about, sitting and telling stories in Portuguese in this chamber.
Fucking guys. Why is that always got to be Templar Knights? I hate Templar Knights. How many of them?
4.
Four on the floor.
Pshaw. 5 of us, 4 of them.
Sorry guys. So once Saturn absorbs that, he'll come back and actually leave him in there, flutter it around on the ceiling. But I let everybody know what I saw, and I suggest, that perhaps Nakama wasn't that far off base with our sneaking in. And I kind of, ask everybody what they think is the best course of action because these folks look hostile.
Are there, it looks like there's windows or something in here, or are they just kind of,
Yeah, there's a few windows. This whole area that's surrounding the shrine is just overgrowth. So in some places it's a little difficult to kind of maneuver. But if you're stealthy enough, you should probably be able to get close enough to be able to peer in, if that's your desire. Now I takes note of the fact that the roof is collapsed. And she says that this is a perfect opportunity for her to get up high and perhaps sneak up on a couple of them, and suggests the same perhaps for Haruka as well. Perhaps we might be able to take 2 out before they even knew what hit them.
yeah, yeah, she was just going to say the same thing. Yeah, let's go up top side, and you guys can wait for our signal and come in with cleanup.
How many? I'm gonna ask Kosai and Haruka. How many exits are there? And do you see any doorways or stairs going down?
It looks like there's one other point of exit.
It's all dark to me, dude. So,
Yeah, there is another door that is in the very back of the shrine that looks like it leads off to another area, perhaps. There are windows on the sides, and I'm trying to figure out exactly where those are. I might have to go to my actual window map here and see.
They look like they're barred though.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. So there's really no windows that actually look into the place. So there's really, from the door that you are looking at here from outside, there's a door off to the left that leads to the larger chamber in the middle, and then directly across from that, slightly to the right, there is another door that leads off to another chamber.
so there's only this entryway to get in.
Only
that we
one
can see.
entryway to get in, but the roof is collapsed, so you can certainly drop in from the top.
The reason why I'm asking is I think maybe I just saunter in and draw their attention. Make myself
Yeah.
known that I'm, and name myself as a part of my clan and who I speak for. And that way they'll be focused on me while the 2 people up top can maneuver. to a
Kosai,
position.
when you suggest that,
Mhm.
Kosai gets a little jumpy about walking straight into it.
Yeah,
And
kinda-
so just for that reason though, I'm gonna clarify this. We're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna spend a genius point to do the read the omens and roll my dice. My oh shit, I forgot how many I had. 7 was it, I think? But my dice roll that allows me to read the omens to determine the outcome.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you got 2 people up top that can come in at any moment.
We should start with that though, because that if you walk in, that kills the entire element of surprise, and they might react by calling in reinforcements immediately before you even say anything.
Right. That's why I want to roll and actually get a thing on it here. See if we can get an omen on it.
Yeah.
Where'd
Like if
that
I
go?
can make a
Anyway.
presence known by killing 2 of them instantly, then that's a whole other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. And yeah, to my level 5 too does say, I always forget this, but it does say at level 5, instead of just the omen, you can ask any question about your course of action. It says the answer might be a little cryptic, but what I would use that to actually ask about, is Nakama walking in there a good thing to do? And I would roll the dice to read the omens, to try to foresee that.
Yep, that's okay. Do you need to roll anything for that? I forget.
No, I just spend the genius point, and then it's up to you.
Okay.
It just because I roll those, I roll like 20 dice or whatever, or 7 or how many ever we had discussed. I'm blanking on that right now, but and then you gave me an omen based on that, or the last time you had me just roll one as like a representative, and then based on that number, I think you gave me an omen. No idea what the roll was against or anything, but
We think
Okay.
Smoka would be helpful, and then jumping in, or do you just want to jump in and like I'm thinking of like rolling a grenade or something like that,
rolling what?
As you guys jump in and start attacking, and then all of a sudden it gets all smoky. I don't know.
Yep.
Can you tell I'm trying to light something on fire? I just want to do it.
Seriously, yeah. Just relax.
Come on.
Save it.
I could also join you in doing a sort of a sensory check with in tune, where I'm in tune with Mother Nature and can detect the slightest disturbance in the environment in case there are people surrounding in the area that might identify our leapers.
Yeah, there may be somebody on the perimeter walking around that we don't
It's
know.
a good idea to do both, I think, because mine
Yeah.
just gives me that one course of action. Yours would give you the whole, the whole
Environment
shebang.
generally.
Yeah, if they're all like playing cards or doing whatever, that means they're relaxed. And if they're supposed to be like protecting, that means they probably have somebody who's actually paying attention.
Right.
Mm.
Although they are Templar knights, they tend to be pretty stupid.
Chris, did you want me to do the same way as we did last time and roll the 20 again for that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Misunderstood there. There we go.
Okay.
I'll do my advantage on wisdom.
Dope.
Pull that up here real quick so we can do that.
Oh, mine I did.
Oh, you did it? Oh, okay.
They were both the same.
Yeah.
That's another two.
Whoa.
Bummer.
Okay, so that unfortunately is probably not going to get you really what you want out of that for sure.
So
you
let's change it. Well, no, I'm gonna sit on the change. Never mind, because I've got a 14 that would probably give me something. But we will just take our chances here. I'll let that go.
Got smoke. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with the roll of the dice, I think that probably changes your tune to perhaps maybe be able to glean enough information out of the dice to know what's ahead.
If I switch it to I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So the
Yep, I get
first die that appears is the rune of the mask. It is the rune of the hidden enemy. One who does not move as the other 4 do. There were 5 dice that you rolled. This dice belongs to no banner, no nation, 5th force, unknown, unknowable, whose motives remain obscured. It whispers from the shadows, pulling strings behind all others. The second die is the rune of the downward stare. It spirals in a tight coil, a sign of deep descent, not just in place, but in spirit, in ideology. Beside it, the rune of stone and the rune of ash appear intertwined. The stone representing ancient foundations, the ash signaling ruined truths. These suggest an ancient sanctum, long buried, built on decaying dogma. The runes gleam crimson, the blade, the cross, and the shield. This trinity signifies a militant order, warrior monks or knightly guardians bound not by faith, but by an oath twisted through time. They are willing to kill or die, not for justice, but for secrets so old they've forgotten why they guard them. The final die lands on the rune of the serpent, curled around a sun disk, symbol of enlightenment, corrupted, knowledge used to enslave rather than liberate.
Well, dang. So I very cautiously and solemnly let everybody know that based on the omen of my dice roll, I do not fully know or can I glean whether sending him in directly is a good idea. What I can tell you for sure is that the four of them are not alone. And whatever else is in this building is powerful. And on that note, I mean, we will do what we will, but my advice would be to not send Nakama in based on that omen. And that's how that's what I'd relay. Whether that's the right call or not is what I glean from that. But that would be my suggestion.
Ruka says, well, yes, I think we should try to take them out as stealthily as possible before we alert whatever reinforcements they may have.
Naue says that I do prefer enclosed spaces. Perhaps, if we are quiet enough, I think Nakama would be most adept at getting at least into the first chamber and waiting just inside the door to strike after Haruka and I make our attack. Perhaps Morihiko and Kosai wait just outside the entrance so as not to create an alarm. Kami, do you feel as though you would be able to sneak in close enough without being noticed?
It should be. Yeah, I don't have a problem sneaking.
Then wait for our signal.
Okay. Chris, do I sense holy ground?
Yeah, I mean, faintly, yes. Now, you're not picking up the quickening at this point.
No, but I can sense when I'm a holy ground.
Mhm.
And I would, if someone is trying to kill or hurt another immortal on holy ground, I can feel it. It says, but turns into intense pain should the immortal try to kill another of their kind on holy ground.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to figure out if I'm not feeling the quickening, I'm not the buzz or anything like that, but if I know it's holy ground, I know that if someone tries to get me that's like me is...
In the area that you are currently standing on, this would have been considered holy ground, a holy sanctuary, some 30 years ago.
Okay.
In the state that it is currently in, it has fallen into disrepair. It is not a current place of worship, but that feeling of holy ground still resides. But it is waning.
Got it. Okay, I guess people up top sneak on up, and then I'll go and do my thing.
All right, so Naue is going to head to the left corner here at the front of the building.
And where am I sneaking? I'm sneaking on to the left or to the right?
If you go, once you go in, you're going to go to the left.
Okay, so there's no door to the right over here.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep, your door, if you can see it, where I'm pinging, is right
Yep.
here.
Haruka is going up onto the right side.
Okay. So the three of you that are moving in will now need to make a stealth check.
That sucked.
13. And Haruka. Oh, there you are. And 14. All right.
And just while we were gathered at the front,
Mm-hmm.
would I be able to grant guiding light to those before they split up?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And how many can you do that to?
2.
2. Okay. So which 2 do you want to grant that to?
Well, Clint's not here.
I was gonna say, yeah, the two of us up top, we're gonna need it.
All right.
We're gonna need it the most right now.
Yeah.
So that would be Naue then and
Oh.
Haruka.
Okay. Let's do that.
And so that is what? That's advantage. Oh, thank you.
Gains
So-
advantage on their next attack roll, and if the attack hits, they deal additional 1d4 damage.
1d6 at level 5.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So at this point, you have the element of surprise. So Naue and Haruka can basically move in tandem. Naue is going to move to the top of one of the columns and make an attack on the Templar that is closest to her.
I'm trying to put myself in on one of them, but
Oh,
I
probably you got a
think
wall there,
walls.
don't you? Yeah.
think-
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Does that work?
Yep.
All right. So
Although, I want to be, if I can, closer to this one. If there's a spot on the ceiling that'll allow me to drop down onto that
Yep.
guy.
you should be able to do it from there.
Excellent. All right.
It's
Well,
as if
so,
you're dancing on the ceiling.
yeah,
Mhm.
Archie would be proud.
Okay.
we'll
So
go
air
for,
assassination, sneak attack from a great height, advantage on the attack roll. Sneak attack and leap of faith are applied to this maneuver. So we're leap of faith and sneak attack. You go ahead. I'm kind of reading this because I don't normally do this.
Okay. But we're moving simultaneously, just for the record.
Yep.
Okay. 24. I feel
24
like-
is definitely going to hit. And you did do that with advantage, correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And 11 points of damage.
Yeah, maximum.
I for-
Oh, did you?
I forgot
did
to
you,
tell you.
Did you
Sorry,
add
go.
your 1d6?
Oh, I didn't. Sorry.
Hey, what? No, make it 66. I'm gonna do your time has come, and yeah, 66. Your time has come.
Six. Okay.
There you go.
Not bad, buddy.
23. plus 11, right?
Mhm.
All right, so
Yeah, plus 11.
34. Yeah, it's definitely going to kill. Why is my numbers not working? There we go.
Yeah, she basically just drops down and like drives the katana down the base of his spine, like through the neck.
All right, so Naue is going to make an attack with her retractable blade in traditional Assassin's Creed style at advantage. Got a 15, which is going to hit,
That's what I was gonna say. Jesus.
and plus 2, d6. For 15 points of damage. Doesn't kill him,
Oh.
but that's a bonus action for her, so oops.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we still get our movement and second action?
Yes. Mm-hmm. So if you
Um,
want to take your second, that'll be fine.
yeah. Do I, and getting this guy behind, do I still have the element of surprise?
Yes.
And he's gonna have to suck it. Oh, good thing I had advantage.
13. Is that going to hit? It does.
Oh, and I was gonna say, doesn't the guiding light give me plus to hit or something? Or that just gives me advantage?
Yeah, it just gives you the advantage, and it doesn't give. Is that on just the next?
Just the next.
Yeah, just the next. So you did. You still had advantage on that though because it was still the
Right.
element of surprise. So
So yeah, I'll just come up second attack and then just kind of slash him and then offhand attack, smack him in the face.
all right.
Just a little pimp slap between friends.
21 will hit. 10 for 4 more.
That's all on mine. Deals them
Okay.
with the surprise attack.
And Naue is going to pull out her wakizashi.
You do that and clean it up.
Wakazashi. 20 to hit, which is a crit. Or no, that's not a crit. And you do get a plus 1d6. For an additional 9, and takes his head. We would go to Kami, and you have advantage because it's still kind of a surprise attack at this point, so you can move in.
That'll do good. All right, and I have advantage. I will strike him down with my katana.
One will hit. For 17.
damage.
Ooh. That hurt.
Yep.
Oh, so very close. So very
Do we
close.
keep him alive? I will. I'll keep him alive.
What?
Uh,
We don't need
I'll-
this guy for nothing.
well, I want to find out where this, like, if there's something underneath, they might know where it is. So we don't have to search for it or break stuff like Indiana Jones.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Me?
Yep.
All right. Do, 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 do. Ugh.
Yep, never mind. Keep him alive.
How am I supposed to continue to try and keep him alive, knowing that there's this nugget of. All right, you know what? Fine.
I'm gonna kill him just for spite.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Why not? Do I get advantage on my second attack of the action?
Not on the second.
Right.
That's still gonna hit though.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to. I'll do this in the best way possible to keep him alive, but I want to drop him. So knock him out, maybe, or
Okay.
whatever.
Pulling the punch.
16 points. He should be out cold.
Oop, I hit the wrong thing.
You knocked him out of reality.
And then I still got like 5
I'm
feet.
stunned.
I'm gonna move to here.
Stunned. Not. I'll just do that. Okay.
I moved 5 more feet. That's it.
All right. So now technically we are in battle.
Mortal Kombat.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
So if you want to go ahead and roll initiative,
Oh wait, do we have the combat tracker up there?
yep, just pull it up.
Oh, there we go. I don't think that I've rolled initiative for Bathsheba before.
Hey,
I when I select it, I have to select everything and then just delete the ones that I don't want there. So
Oh,
I'm deleting them now.
she wanted it. She wanted it, Karen.
Hey, Chris, will you reset mine? I'm going to use on the run to redo it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. So much better. So much better.
Did mine not show up? There we go. Yep. Sucks.
All right. So let's see here. There's 2 guys that. What's that? That's this one. I can take him out, remove him. That one. Okay. All right, so in order of initiative, then we would have Kami that would go first.
10, 15,
Oh, hello.
20,
You discovered number 5.
and then 25.
But 5 is alive.
And I will strike him down.
Not for long.
I didn't roll his initiative because you didn't see him yet.
$17 is a crit for me.
He did terrible.
All right.
Okay.
Critical damage.
You might just take him out in one fell swoop here.
19 points. All right. Second attack. actually. I'm gonna use my bonus action to faint. Let's see. Does 12 well, 12 plus 8, so dirty 20, does that hit?
Yes.
All right, so I roll with advantage.
Damn.
13. Does that hit?
Is that the hit or the damage?
That's the hit.
That's the hit. It does not hit.
So I fainted with a dirty 20, and then I rolled a fucking 5. Awesome. That's great. Oh, wait. Even though I miss, I still do a d4 damage
Oh, yeah?
because of my brutal training. 1 point.
1 point.
Hey, Chris, I have a question.
Whoop.
Hitting his eye.
The last time I used it was before we rolled initiative, and it's a reaction. Can I do it again?
The last time you did what now?
Your time has come. It's got to be a reaction, and I was wondering because I did it before we started. We rolled initiative the last time, and now we're in initiative. Can I burn a reaction to do that when they, again, or do I have to wait an actual round?
Let me see. You're not aware of that guy.
Oh, right. I'm not in the room yet. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Never mind.
I mean, Saturn was aware of the 4, but he wasn't aware of the 5th that was in the back room. Now, you
Right.
had knowledge that there was a 5th somewhere, but you don't know where they are.
Correct.
Does that
Yeah,
make
and
sense?
I don't. Yes, because I know what you're saying because of how it reads. It's got to be someone I'm aware of. You are correct. So, yep, fair call.
Okay.
But had I been aware of him, it would have been okay.
Yeah.
Great, thank you. That way I know for the future if I can sneak that in before we roll for initiative. That's awesome.
All right. And was that all of your actions then, Kami?
Yes.
Gotcha. All right, Morihiko. Now, would you have moved already up to here, do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to send Queso in on behalf of me and just give the...
You want her to fly? He's got 60 feet fly.
Ooh, I kind of like that. Well, I was going to have Queso enter, which could be from up there, and just sort of do the zoomies around the room and create a little whirlwind effect. Possibly land into someone. That one.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pow.
And attacking with?
Claws.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, come on.
What if Queso rolled a 14 instead? I think he rolled a 14.
Queso can roll a 14. That would hit.
That would be cool.
Let's do it.
Yes.
One die down, guys. All I can do is hurt Chris now.
Ooh, look at that. There's 11 points of damage, too.
Good boy,
Bites
Queso.
him in his neck
Nice. Yum, 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 yum.
and kills him.
Mm.
Do we all see this? We are able to see the flying fox.
Yeah.
Is this the first time we've seen the
Yeah.
flying fox?
First time you've seen him fly. Yeah.
I'm still in the
Now,
dark.
you saw him grow really big back at the church, but in all the chaos, maybe you didn't actually see it.
Okay. Haruka just kind of is like the curious head tilt as he watches it flying around and then bite into this guy's neck.
And then you've got your action.
I'll hold it.
You're gonna hold?
I'll just enter cautiously, perhaps.
You can move yourself, right?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. All right, so we go to the Templar Knight that's in there with Kami Nakama. And he's got advanced combat training, so he makes 2 attacks. He also has one of those Libris, the double-headed axes that the other guys at the church had.
All right.
Got a 22 to hit. What? Oh, okay. It seems like that should do more damage than that. It does 5 points of damage to you.
Yeah, it does seem like it would be like a D10 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. And let's see, does he have anything else? No critical hit. Okay. Second attack, same as the first. 23 for another 7. And it's 2-handed weapon, so no offhand strike. And we go to Naue. Naue hears the noise in the next room. The clash of steel, climbs up onto the wall. And is going to make a leaping attack down onto your guy. Flanking with advantage, 24. It's a 19, so that's a critical. And damage. It's another 1d6 bonus. Critical. Oh, that's not right. It didn't do that. So 16, we're going to call it 16. Which is exactly what's needed. And he goes down. All right, well, you cleared that area. Now, Kami Nakama, you're standing in front of another doorway that you're now just kind of becoming aware of. Now I sees it from the top of the wall. And there's a bit of a cold wind that is coming out of there. And you kind of smell kind of the smell of kind of wet stone coming from that area.
Okay.
Before we go, Haruka walks over to the guy that's unconscious there. And she kind of looks down at him and she says, "All those who seek death will surely find it with me, then find it within." And then she puts her sword through his throat.
I didn't see it.
Haruka, battle haiku number 2. Plus, we got to clean up we have to clean our plate.
Not against it. It was mainly just for information.
So as that final Templar falls, silence returns, but only briefly. And the stillness is broken by the low, rhythmic clunk of something shifting beneath the shrine's foundation. Through that stairway, you find the hidden staircase curling downward into darkness, almost mirroring exactly the dice that Kosai had foretold. Torchlight flickering beneath you. The air grows colder as you descend into the hidden depth of the Templar stronghold. The smell of incense and damp stone surrounds you. The stairwell opens into a small, vaulted chamber. Its walls carved from solid rock. 4 towering statues of Catholic saints stand solemnly along the side walls. St. Peter, St. Michael, St. Francis of Assisi, and St. Sebastian, each watching in judgment. Between the statues are flickering torches set into wrought iron sconces. Their flames cast shadows that dance along the weathered stone. Opposite the stairs stands a heavy wooden door, bound in iron and marked with a crimson cross. Beyond it, you can hear muffled conversation in Latin, Portuguese, male voices, confident and relaxed, completely unaware of the danger creeping closer.
So let's send Saturn in again to get a good look.
Now the doors are closed.
Oh,
There's probably enough room for Saturn to maybe crawl underneath.
that's what I wondered. Yeah, I was like, could he get underneath it, or is it? Yeah, that'd be fine if he has to do that.
I was gonna say, is there any way for the cat to get through?
Cat won't be able to get through.
No.
So, do you have Saturn highlighted?
Oh yeah, there we go. Sorry.
Okay. And then I can bring you in.
All right, go ahead. Okay, clairvoyance, don't fail me now.
Now, you can see.
I sure can. Yep, just this room.
So, in this chamber, it's another tall ceiling that's held aloft by 4 stone pillars. And at the center stands a statue of a Templar knight, sword planted at his feet, eyes carved to gaze eternally downward in pious judgment. The torchlight glints off of polished cobblestone floors. 2 Templar knights in full armor stand watch near the base of the statue.
Okay.
And then between them, just past that, you can see another set of double doors.
Oh, okay, great. Let me see here. Can you wait? Let's see if I can do it. No, I cannot. Can you flip me back over to Kosai real quick, please? I just want to see something on the
Oh, yeah.
sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You guys and your familiars, eh?
Okay, so let's do no, not yet. I was gonna maybe enact a site-by-site plan there. All I do then for now, I relay what I've seen to the group quietly, of course, just in case. But I let them know there's 2 burly, and are those the 2 you were talking about that said sounded relaxed and unawares,
Yeah.
or are those 2? Okay, all right, yeah. Then I mean, I let him know I see him, and there's 2 of them, but there is nothing else in that room. So we are, looks like it's a one at a time situation, but maybe somebody can sneak in and sneak up behind them.
Well, sneaking up behind them is going to be really difficult, because the only way into that room is through those double doors that are in front of you.
Oh, they're double doors. I was about to ask. I was like, is it going to be that loud, or can you just pull the knob and pull it quietly? But the big old double doors are okay. Yeah, so that's a no-go.
Well, there's only one direction to go but forward. How many did you say there were? Just the 2?
Only the 2 that Saturn can see.
Well, give us a couple minutes and then there won't be any at all. She starts heading
Minutes?
to the door.
Pshaw. Come on.
Kosai follows.
Shall we?
Ooh, yes,
shall.
and for surprise, like right when we kick the door, would I have the ability to launch a knife? because I've got the knife fighter thing. It allows me to like draw it and not spend an action doing it as a part of a throw, and without disadvantage because I've got the knife fighting expert.
Probably, yeah. You'll have to, position yourself right at the front.
Yes, yeah. So, well, I've got them where I'm there in the middle, and like if they open, it's like I was picturing one of them doing it like the cop thing where they bust open the door and the other has got the gun ready, but like that, I just immediately.
Go
I
ahead,
was gonna
Dragon.
say, Haruka approaches the door and then she looks at Kame, waiting for him to open the door as a gentleman.
Seriously?
And I would say, Kosai, you actually would have advantage on this attack because you know where they are positioned.
Sweet. Okay, cool.
And I think the element of surprise with the door opening and you coming right in with that knife would be enough to give you the advantage on that. Any attacks made after that, though, is going to be basically an initiative, I think, at this point.
Yep, that's fair. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Dragon.
I was gonna say, when Kame says, "Do you say seriously? Like really?"
No, that was to you.
Yeah, no, you said that to me, right? Or did you say that to her?
I said it to you, Dragon. Send it to
Oh.
Dragon. Like, really?
Okay. All right. Well, no, she is actually doing that. Yeah, she kind of motioned like.
All right. Toss them open.
All right.
I throw
Walk forward.
Shoot. Okay, there we go.
Dodge.
15.
And I launch that knife. Give it 20, dirty 20.
Okay, and which one are you targeting?
I'm gonna throw from walking straight into the room. Let's say the one on top up here,
Okay.
this guy, and he will. Oh shoot! There we go. Okay, the damage is 1d4. I'm gonna add that and do your time has come and try to really nail this shot. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1d4.
Eesh.
Yep, his time has come.
And you don't have to roll for the attack is on that, right?
Oh, son of a... Wait, I thought I... I did roll the attack. Yeah, I was going to say, did I not?
That was the dirty
yeah,
20. Okay, sorry.
Yes, that's the dirty 20.
Sorry.
Yeah, and then I also got 20 damage. Yeah, the dirty 20 was to hit.
All right, so you hit him right in the neck.
Nice.
And he goes down.
Wow.
Love it. Love that for us.
Damn.
Angel, what you doing, buddy?
And let's do the initiative. Oh, I'm sorry. I rolled for somebody. I think it was
Me.
Kosai.
Which, just call it my on the edge if you want. That's better.
The hell? Oh, okay.
no,
11
that
is my
was-
highest.
That was
Jeez.
Hiroka.
Looks like we have the same dice though.
I don't get it. They should show both dice being rolled if you have advantage.
Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
I've noticed that it's not very consistent.
Do you need me to reset you?
Yes, please.
No. Oh, for you, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, mine for on the run. Yes.
Yeah, I just re-rolled for you, if that's okay.
That'll work. Yep. Thank you.
Okay. All right, so it looks like Haruka is up first this time.
All right. This is just like another door here, another entrance.
Yeah.
Is there space right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get in there. Yeah.
My buddy here's some advantage. Well, you know what? I barely use this. I'm gonna pull out the bow. Take a shot at this dude.
I haven't killed anybody with this in a while.
18 to hit.
That will hit.
Nice.
9 damage.
Can I shoot twice? Since I have 2 attacks?
Yep.
Sweet. And I don't know why you're doing laps, but you just go to the spot and sit, man. Sit down. Not there.
24 will hit.
Do.
7 more.
And I'll chill here with well, I'll kind of start heading towards the door at least. But that's my turn.
Kosai.
Easy turn this time. Just gonna do Blessing of Fortune, which will give Kami Nakama an additional 1d4 on the result of his next attack roll or saving throw for my next turn.
Okay.
So he'll get a free 1d4 on whatever attack roll is next. And that's it.
All right, Kami.
Yay. Strike 1.
Oh.
Go.
Well, I miss, but oh no, it's a critical failure, so I don't get the D4.
Yeah, you take a swing and misjudge the distance and hit the pillar that's off to your right. You have a second action?
Yeah, I get a second attack per attack action.
That's better. That'll hit.
Go.
15.
That'll kill him.
Hey.
Come across the stomach and the entrails go flying.
I'm pissed. I'm like, my katana's chipped now.
No,
Moron.
it holds up pretty good.
And then after I do that, I'll move to the door.
Okay.
Wait.
I'm not going in. I've already done my action. I just moved to it.
Oh, okay. I thought I was going to say, don't open that door. I'll send Saturn in. Safety first, Kami Nakama.
Everybody can kind of regroup a little bit there and kind of get close to the door so you can.
Oh, could you move Bathsheba in? I forgot to move her in with me.
Oh, yeah.
Now I can't see her.
There she is.
There we go. There's a kitty.
All right, ready to kick the door?
No. We were. I'm going to send Saturn under it if I can.
Oh, okay. Saturn under first. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Always got to get a look.
All right. So in here, this looks to be the heart of the sanctuary. It's a vast cruciform chamber shaped like a cross. The walls here are adorned with Portuguese banners, maps of Asia and Europe, and painted depictions of battles, both ancient and recent. The center of the room stands a massive figure of Francis Xavier, but not the humble missionary that the world remembers. Here, he is immortalized in full Templar regalia, a sword raised above his head, as though leading a holy crusade into the heart of Japan. Standing beneath him...
Oh,
sorry.
Go ahead. No. Please.
So standing beneath him are 5 knights, already prepared for battle, having heard the ruckus in the room. where you guys are. There are 2 standard Templar knights, ones that are similar in garb that you had just fought, and 3 elite knights, unhelmeted, dressed in ornate armor of crimson and white, etched with crimson iconography and the Templar cross. These are not ordinary men. Their presence commands respect and fear.
2 quick things. Can you switch me over to Saturn? I was paying very close attention, but I actually can't see the room. Or did you mean to just describe it and not have me?
No, I thought you were on them, so
Oh, sorry, that's my
I
bad.
brought him back into the room.
Hold on. I thought I was too, because I had moved him. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, there we go. Looks like
there
I'm
it
on
is.
it.
Okay, all right.
There we go. That did
There
it.
we go.
Okay, sweet. Okay, so and then these the 2 in the front are the ones we just fought, and the other 3 are the elites. Okay,
Yep.
got it.
Mhm.
I got it. Okay. So yeah, I'll relay it again what we're facing and let them know that we are expected. So they're I would suggest that we send our most either our strongest or most heavily armored, which might be the same person, in first.
I was gonna say the people that don't die that should be always in the front.
Yep.
And then, yeah, I kind of look again, wait for someone to open the door for me.
Okay.
In French, I'll say, "Let us be civilized,"
Shit, do I speak French?
Yeah, we all speak all the languages.
That's right, because we got our stuff.
Yeah.
And what was the point of the French? Does it just the sound of it made you feel better about it or something?
Yeah, but because we're being civilized, so she's speaking French because we're being civilized.
The fuck does that? What?
Again, she's also a mad woman, if you may recall.
Yeah, that makes more sense. All right.
Would it benefit us at all to throw in a smoke grenade?
Yeah. Kosai. Do we get to use our smoke grenades?
I mean, I feel like you've been itching for it. Go for it, man.
We saw the smoke grenades in Act 1. I'm just saying.
Yeah, open the door and just chuck a smoke grenade in.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Check off a smoke grenade then.
I will light a smoke grenade, put the lighter away, and open the door and chuck it. I'm gonna chuck it right here, like right in front of the statue.
It has a 15-foot radius.
Never mind. Oh, 40. Okay, I'm good.
And it really doesn't give a range on that.
Well, I guess it would be my range, like how far I can throw it.
Do you know what that is?
How far I can throw something?
Uh-huh.
No,
Really?
but I'm 10 strength, so whatever an average person could throw something.
Where do you want to put it?
I wanted to put it right in
Okay.
front of the
That's
statue.
certainly doable. Yeah. All right. So I need some smoke. Let's see what I can come up with.
Yeah.
— 15 feet. So that's fine. Oh, that's not a big area.
No, I'm changing. I'm trying to think. Maybe on the side, throw it towards the side instead of the middle.
Or try to hit one of them with it.
Yeah, like literally just throw one at the guy.
Yeah, try to hit one of them with it.
Yeah, I'll hit the guy down below here if I can.
Okay.
Oh, that would be my attack, though. Well, maybe my first attack.
Yeah, I was gonna say this will be like the sneak attack. I feel like that's cool.
But
Smoke.
we rolled initiative, though, so,
Oh, yeah,
you know.
yeah. Well, I mean,
And I'm like the fourth in line. Somehow we've already played this out.
Well, we can kind of pick up with you in the initiative, that would be. I mean, you've kind of already acted this round technically. If we stay within the initiative, which I think we probably should.
Okay.
And then
So I am going.
if you want to throw the
Yeah.
grenade, yes.
Yeah.
But that would be the single action for you. Does that sound good?
Yep.
Okay.
Can I move or no?
You
That's
can
just
move. Yeah.
20.
Oh, and what the hell? Since you're moving in there, go ahead and make an attack on that guy.
Oh, yay.
14. Oh, actually, it's more than that. 22. That's definitely a lot more than that. That definitely hits.
9.
9. These guys are a little tougher.
Yeah.
Okay. Second action.
Oh, you're giving me all of it. All
Yeah.
right, sweet. Boom, 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 boom.
16, I think, hits. Yes.
15.
For 15. Ooh. Doesn't go down, but he's hurt. So the rest of you can't really see what's going on. You just hear two cries of pain and surprise coming from the smoke.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does the smoke make it harder to attack since it's?
I think as long as you're in it, it's normal. But outside of it, it would be at disadvantage.
Okay.
So like ranged attacks inside the smoke.
Right. Okay.
Or us going out of the smoke. Yes?
Yeah.
Got it.
All right. So the Templar Knight that's up top is next in line.
Wait, so we're just starting in the middle of the round?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, if you want to start at the top, we can start at the top. That's fine. We can start at the top.
Okay.
I was just going to try to give some other people a chance to have an action that hasn't had an action just yet.
I got you. I
was
just
my
feel
thought.
like the beginning of the round would be when we would open the door,
Yeah, that's fine. We'll go to the top.
or we'll just re-roll initiative since it's a new battle.
Well, we can also just go from the top, but skip my turn.
Yeah. All right, so
No,
go
no,
ahead,
no.
Haruka.
She's just gonna step in, and I can't see anybody that looks like they're glowing blue. So, I saw my bow. I'm gonna take a shot at this guy.
One up top.
Yeah, he's what is his name? It looks like
Oh, the very, very top
this guy. Yeah.
up here. Okay.
Mm,
19 will hit. Seven.
Ooh.
11 does not.
Be it for me.
That's it?
Yeah. I mean, I can't really do an offhand attack.
Okay.
Just yeah, yeah. Oh, actually, just as a bonus though, I think I can do that as a bonus action. Cat's claws. I think I can do that as a bonus.
Oh, just to draw the claws.
Yeah,
Yep. All right,
and that
so
would be
Templar Knight up top is going to step now towards Haruka, seeing that she has drawn a bow on one of his superiors and makes an approach with sword drawn and makes an attack on you with that, getting a 6, which I'm sure does not hit.
Yeah, no. Sorry, buddy.
And as an offhand attack, backfists you,
To nerve people.
getting a 17.
That will hit.
For 1 point of damage.
It's more insulting than anything.
It's a bitch slap.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
Kosai.
Kosai just moves. Let's see, 25, 30. Just moves into the room. And I'm debating here. What are these guys? I think I'm gonna do the Beacon of Warning, with Saturn. No, you know what? I lied. Let me hold this action. I'm gonna hold it for now.
Okay. And we're skipping Kami. Oh, I did the wrong Templar. Okay, so anyway, the one that you're fighting is now going to fight you, Kami, and lash out with his sword in your general direction. Got a 13.
Nope, I have 17 armor class.
All right. And
For
he's
defense.
going to attempt an unarmed strike as a offhand attack. Yeah, it's going to miss that too. All right, so across the room, this fella way on the other side does not make a move. He speaks. You step into hallowed grounds, heretics. The sanctuary has stood for decades, hidden from your kind, and now you defile it with your pagan stench and your misguided vengeance. Do you think yourselves righteous? You are but sparks against a divine flame. You seek answers, but you have already found your graves. Let us baptize you in steel. And he draws his blade and just moves forward. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and stands beneath the statue of Francis Xavier. The one that Haruka hit with the arrow is going to move in. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think he's going to hold his ground. But he draws his axe. Very similar to the ones that you guys have already seen. Naue is next in line. Yeah.
Chris, when she right before till the end of my next turn. Let's see, 1, 2, yes, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and do I'm gonna use Saturn to doom an enemy, and so with that, whichever one Naue is getting ready to try to attack, you have advantage on that roll for Naue.
All right. I don't know if Naue is going to be able to. Well, she might be able to. Yeah, she should be able to. So it would be the one that is barring the path here. So she's going to move in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would put her right there. which would give
And I
her
lied.
advantage.
It's not just her. It's anybody that makes an attack before the end of my next turn.
Oh, anybody?
Yeah, it's anybody. I've misread that. Yeah, it's anybody who makes an attack against him until the end of my next turn.
Oh, against him. Okay.
Yeah,
Got
just
it.
him.
All right,
Yeah.
got it. All right. And she's going to pull Hepzibah out and at advantage.
Hey!
Hey, that's a critical
Oh,
hit.
Jesus Christ. Ooh.
Let's see here. No sneak attack. All right, so this will just be straight.
Was it
critical.
flamed or
17. What's that?
Not bad.
did you turn the fire on?
How do I do
He
that?
likes to turn the fire
I
on.
know. Let's see, how do I do that? So another 1d6. So another 5. So 70, 80, 90, 22. She lit him up, but he ain't down just yet. But she gets another attack.
Yeah.
Ooh, and misses with the second. And we'll take a unarmed strike. Which does hit. For 3 more points of damage. And that might... Oh, it does. She snaps his neck. Just reaches up with one hand and pulls back.
Sick.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well done, Naue. Morihiko.
I would like to send Queso in with a minor illusion against the speaker,
Okay.
the vocal Templar.
How close do you want him to get?
A few feet in front of him, and I want him to look like the King of Portugal.
Okay.
Nice.
Doing a sort of a stop with his hand. Stop in the name of love with his hand.
All right, so one action, 30 feet, duration is 1 minute. Sound or image. Okay, so he puts his hand up. Makes a DC 13 intelligence investigation check to see through the illusion. Oop, what just happened? That's weird. No investigation, so what did I say that was? That was intelligence. No, he doesn't see through it. So the King of Portugal has just stepped into the room and placed his hand in front to tell his knight to pause. Do I have a confused marker? Let's see here. Distracted, grappled, incapacitated, intoxicated might work. Yeah, we're just going to put intoxicated on there. Just so I know something's going on with this guy.
He's all fucked up.
All right, so that was...
Duration 1 minute.
all right, Queso's action. Is it 1 minute or 10?
Unless it's an upgrade for level 5, it says 1 minute.
Okay. All right, yeah, 1 minute. All right. And then you've got an action.
If I could throw a smoke bomb toward the back corner of the room. Down below.
From your angle, you might be able to get up to this guy.
Okay, let me try that. I missed seeing him there. Okay. Yep. Man up top. Do I have to roll anything?
That would be
Some sort of
probably
dexterity type thing.
yeah, dexterity. Yeah.
Do I have that? Oh yeah, I do. Okay. Oh, good. I have a 0. Excellent. Apologies to everyone in the room.
Hey!
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a 20. Yep.
Does that hit him actually then?
Right, bounces off of him. Yeah.
Like off his dome?
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and make here. I'll do a 1d4 damage for you.
Okay.
1. Yeah. So yeah,
It's something.
nothing to write home about, but you know.
It's still funny.
Yeah.
All right. Lorenzo. Yeah, I think he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to move to here. And make an attack on Kaminakama.
Alright.
He has a sword.
Wait, but he's outside attacking into the smoke, isn't he?
He is.
Wait, was that advantage or
That
disadvantage?
was disadvantage.
Okay.
Mhm. So he missed with the first attack. He hits with the second, I think, maybe.
I have 17 defense.
17. All right.
My graceful style gives me +2.
And then I hit the wrong thing. I hit the. It doesn't matter. He still rolled the same thing. So unarmed strike. Watch him hit with that. Nope. All right. So 3 misses there.
Boo.
That was a terrible mistake on his part, wasn't it? Now the bad thing is you're at disadvantage on him because you're in the smoke.
Yep. Well, I'll ask it when my turn comes.
All right. Haruka comes back to you.
Oh, I can get right there. Excellent. I will join him in the smoke. And when she gets up to him, she says, "Samurai, Templar, who the foe is matters not. My blade shall claim them." And then she slashes at him with the katana. Doot. 18?
18 should hit. It does. 5 damage.
What if it was 5 more d6?
I mean, I wouldn't hate that.
So it shall be. His time has come.
And you're spinning the genius on these, right?
I am. Yeah, I'm down to my last one.
Okay.
All right, so then add
So 16 total.
for the first attack.
Okay.
And attack number 2. Wait a second. Oh yeah, virtual dice are hot.
Okay.
23 hits for another.
Another 10.
Oh yeah. And then for offhand, I'm just gonna rake him across his face with the old Kuzov.
That
Or
misses.
not. Or not.
Nice try.
I do what I can. That'll be my turn.
All right. Templar Knight in the smoke.
Bum, bum, bum.
He's going to go with a two-handed strike because he's about ready to go down. Ah, and he misses. And he can't do an unarmed strike now, so. Bye-bye. Kosai.
Let's see here. Oh no, I can. Let me check. I think I can only do that once per long rest. Where'd my? Oh, there he is. Short or long. Wording I can do. Okay. I'm gonna use Blessing of Fortune again. And we'll give it Kami Nakama. So on his next attack, he can add D4 to the result of it. And that'll be it.
Okay.
Stand back like a good little support.
It goes to Kami.
Sorry, remind me, that's a D4
Yeah, 1D4 added to your attack roll.
attack roll, not damage. Okay.
Or a save throw, but yeah, in this case, hopefully.
Sounds good. Well, I got to get this stupid guy off me first. Get off. 14 damage.
Or the little dude.
Yep.
Gotta get off the planet.
And then he's gonna move outside. I thought somebody was fucking with me from out here.
Just heard these.
17.
17 is going to hit.
18 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And that'll be it.
All right, Dom Sebastio. He looks at the king and he bows and he says, "Your Excellency, what brings you here in the heat of battle?" Now he can't speak. But I'm going to make another intelligence roll for him. He still believes that he is real.
What's wrong with your voice, Your Majesty? Do you need me to help you?
Smoke.
Mateus, who is in the cloud with Haruka, is going to make his attacks on Haruka. Yeah, terrible.
Yeah, I should have mentioned I said that in Portuguese. I wanted him to be able to understand me.
That's fine. He understood. Let's see here. What's this thing? Chosen. What's that do? That's a critical hit, so he didn't get that. Second attack. Oh, that's going to hit. 23.
All right.
Are you kidding? 4 points of damage.
Is that all you got?
And unarmed strike. 19, I'm sure hits, right?
Yep.
For another 1 point of damage. No way. Seeing that the main guy is kind of distracted here at the moment,
Death from above.
that's a great idea. She's going to move around and dash to get up on top of the statue and perch herself there. She can't make the attack this round, but death's a coming. Morihiko. That's you.
Yeah. Our guy up top is. How close am I? I can get there, yeah?
You won't be able to reach him, I don't think. I mean, if you dashed, yes, but that would eat up
That's all
your
I can
action. Yeah.
Okay.
You can get there.
Okay.
Now, let's see here. The guy at the bottom, you reach him,
Yes, thank you.
and maybe, yes, you could actually get there and not be in the cloud, which would not put you at disadvantage.
Okay.
And you'll be flanking, so
That is what I would like to do.
Okay.
And then katana him.
Okay, so you're at advantage because you are flanking.
Okay. So,
Team does not hit.
tick, tick.
crazy.
Hey, hey, you! Hey!
Hey, guy.
Hey, fella!
Hey.
Do you want Queso to do anything else?
No.
I mean, he's standing there. You could just breathe fire on him. I'm just saying.
Okay. Oh, that's a good
You
idea.
can breathe fire. Yeah, damn. You have a second attack? You don't have an advanced combat training?
She does not, no. But that's why she's got Queso.
Yeah, and Queso has Foxfire. A 30-foot cone of blue flame.
Also, like, really old. Isn't Angelina Jolie in that movie? Foxfire?
You want to do it?
Yes.
All right. Oh, I don't have that. Okay, so I should have done that as a attack. So that's going to be...
Like, Your Highness, is there something wrong with your throat? Yes, it's on fire.
And I'm going to give him advantage because he definitely doesn't know it's coming. Oh, come on!
Okay.
Oh,
Queso!
boo.
Queso belches.
Mm.
And a little smoke comes out of his mouth, and that's about it.
Queso needs a trip to the vet.
Oh, Queso.
That's a bummer.
I love you so much,
What
Queso.
does
Will
it
you
look
please
like?
do something?
Does it look like the king? The king belt.
It does. It looks like the king belched. All right, Lorenzo, who is now surrounded. Sheesh. I hate being in this position. I'm gonna take out the
That's what
immediate
she's for.
threat, which is Kami. And we're going with the arming sword. With a dirty
Yeah.
20.
I feel like he got a 3.
Got a 3? Okay.
Yeah, he sure did.
All right.
Thank you.
What's the earn your pay? This is with an attack. You can use your reaction to chew them out. Okay. Nobody yet. All right. Second attack. 14.
Nope.
Okay. Missed that one. Unarmed strike it is. And he got a rock.
Oh,
Yeah.
good lord.
Throws him off balance. So your next attack on him is going to be at advantage. It already is, though, since you're flanking. And we come back to Haruka.
All right. Just gonna keep it simple. Just gonna try to cut this guy's head off. I'm just gonna cut your fucking head off.
All right, roll.
And she actually kind of mutters that out loud, not quite realizing she's saying it.
$22 gonna hit. He's going down. Oh, yeah. There he goes. And the head comes off in a spray of blood.
All right. First, he's right there, and is he like just so looking down, like kneeling?
He's kneeling, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna come up and try to chop his head off while he's kneeling down. Say, thanks, buddy. Is that normal? Do I have advantage?
It would be normal. I mean, he's aware of what's going on around him. So, I mean, if he saw you coming with a 20, natural 20, I don't think you need advantage.
Well, alrighty then.
You son of a bitch. These were tough guys, too. God damn it. I'm pulling out all the stops.
They were.
They were. They were.
Bring the King of Portugal in here.
So yeah, I don't think that's enough to kill him.
No.
Oh man.
And then this, can I just offhand kind of just like kick him?
Sure.
Like, yeah, sword down, and then just try to kick him over. Because that's just funny. If I hit anyway.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Nice.
What's the damage on that one?
Just
7.
7. Yeah, that was a hell of a kick.
And he doesn't go prone. He actually hits the statue of Xavier and knocks him off balance. He is kneeling, so yeah.
Does you said he is kneeling? That gives you advantage.
It doesn't give advantage.
Okay. Yep, think I'm gonna throw a knife at him this time. Try to hit him from where I'm at.
Don't hit the king. 14. Just hits.
Nice.
Damn you. You guys are
Oh,
rolling
that's it.
awesome on your damage.
Yeah, getting it.
And that'll be it for me.
That's it.
Yeah.
Kami Nakama.
Alrighty. Well, I'll just hit the guy right across from me.
Thinking.
Yep.
18's gonna hit.
And
10. You're whittling him down. Slice across the chest. 10's not gonna hit.
would a 14 hit? Because I still have that D4 I should be able to
Oh,
roll.
okay.
Now, is that correct, Frick? I get it for a while, or just that?
No, unfortunately, just until the beginning of my or the end of my next turn. So
Yeah.
that
So
that
it's over.
passed.
Still have advantage.
It's already passed. Okay.
Yeah. Sadly.
All right. Well, that's it, I guess.
Oh, Dom Spatio has been shaken from his illusion at this point.
Rude awakening.
And from his knee, he strikes out at Haruka. Let's see here. Has he got any cool shit he can do? Ooh, he's got Vital Strike. What's that do? Extra 2d6 damage and have advantage on the attack roll on targets within 5 feet of an ally. There's a capacity. Okay, nope. Just going to be a regular old strike. He has a rapier.
You're gonna need more.
16 hit.
That is my defense.
Okay.
Yep.
Their weapons don't do a lot of damage, I'll tell you that. 6 damage. Second attack's a 22. For 3 more. And an offhand strike. Oh, wait. Sorry. I hit the wrong damage. I think I did the wrong damage on both of those. I did. So, back that up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, hold on a second.
So, I add 9 back, I guess. Alright, here's the damage for both of those. 7 for the first one. Fuck. 4 for the second one. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so 11. I think that's what I would have.
And then unarmed strike. That'll hit for 5 more damage.
Okay.
Now I. Here's what we've been waiting for. Alright, so how's this work? Leap of Faith, Air Assassination, has advantage. Plus 1d6. Okay. Alright, so here comes the actual attack.
Anxiety.
Oh no! She
Did he miss?
missed!
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Dude.
Ends up here. Now he curses loudly and takes a second swing.
Carl.
Oh, and misses that one too.
Okay, you're not allowed to touch Naoi's dice anymore.
Apparently
You're
not.
cursed tonight.
Yeah.
Unarmed strike just because she can, and misses that too, just adding insult to injury. Wow. That's what you get for not being here, Clint. I curse your dice.
Yeah, brought dishonor to his character.
All right, Morihiko.
All right. Katana.
Katana.
Through the soft part of him. Should I have? Are we still flanking? And I should have done an advantage.
That's an advantage, but I think the 14 would hit anyway, so that hits. So that's fine.
Might get that critical.
Just regular damage.
Yup. Four. All right, so you cut him on the left flank. You want Queso to do anything?
Yeah. I'd like Queso to try to just circle round Naoi's legs and leap onto
Don Sebastian.
Don Sebastian.
Claw or bite? Okay, so.
He's so
Yeah, dear God.
At least he's cute, I guess. I don't
He is cute. All right, Lorenzo. Lorenzo, what you gonna do? He's just in a tight spot. He's gonna make a move into the smoke. And I think he's gonna use an action to break away.
to disengage.
Yeah,
All right.
and get out of there. 10, 15, 20, 25 to there. And that's going to be his action. Haruka.
I'm going to just pivot to be behind Stu, Don Sebastian, or whatever his name is. Don Sebastian.
Okay, this is a little problematic with where you're positioned.
Okay.
You would have to move out of his range to go around the pillar to get to the other side. So that would be an attack of opportunity on him if you did so. If you want to risk it.
No, I thought I could fit in between there. That's fine. I'll stand my ground here. But in Portuguese, she'll say, "You have the nerve to call us pagans and desecrators when you have infiltrated the sacred space. You shall pay." And then stabby stabby. Doot, doot, doot.
16 hits.
Damn, I rolled a lot of twos. All right. Second attack. Same as the first. Slashy slash. Or
11
maybe
does
not.
not.
And then try to rake him with the old claws across his face. Still work.
You.
Oh,
Motherfucker. Well, that sucks. Yeah. Oh, actually, for a bonus action, I'm going to regenerate a little bit because I am kind of hurt.
Okay.
That's actually no action to do that.
All right.
I spend a focus and I gain a hit die plus Constitution modifier.
All right. Kosai.
I will move over to this gentleman and pull out the bigger knife slash sword that I have.
That's not a knife.
Exactly.
This is a knife.
Nice. And we'll try to take a swing at him.
Ooh,
Hello.
look at that.
Nice.
Got
God damn
him.
Yeah. All right. Still didn't kill him.
All right. Well, then in that case, we'll have to do an unarmed strike. Oh,
And that one
that
misses.
damn dice lingered on 16 and then flipped.
All right. Kami.
Well, charge. Oops. Gotta go up here.
Okay. Where you're at there is not a
Yeah.
viable option.
Okay.
Because that's part of the statue that you're standing on right there.
Okay.
And that's going to be difficult to hit as well. Because you really don't have purchase there.
Could I get over to this side right here? I was here.
So let's
So-
see here. So that's 5, 10,
10.
15,
The question is, can I go
20.
through that?
25,
I'd be
30.
short.
Yeah, I think you could make it to there.
All right, I will do that.
And that
Sure.
would be free and clear.
Okay. And for that, I will do attack.
Yep.
15.
15. A hole. You run him through the back.
All
And
right.
he spits blood on Nale.
She's used to it. Um. No, go ahead. You can. I was just thinking I'm going to cut off his head.
I mean, you can do that.
Yeah, it's more about I'm going to take his head back to.
Yeah, and I mean
Back
that's
home.
fine. You
Oh,
pull
yeah, do it later.
pull the sword out, grab him by the hair, and just take it clean off.
All right.
Naue gonna do something that she doesn't normally do. We're gonna throw a shuriken at the one guy that's still standing. Oh, 12. Does that hit? No. Damn it. She's just going to run over there and stab him.
Now I gotta go all the way over
This is
there.
advantage.
I know,
It doesn't matter.
jeez.
That hits.
There we go.
Let's see. So that does 6. There we go. 19. That'll finish him off. And the last Templar goes down. And the smell of ash and iron hangs thick in the air. The battle is done. And the sanctuary, once echoing with holy hymns and dark intentions, now lies in ruins. Torches flicker weakly in their sconces, casting long, trembling shadows across blood-slick floors. Francis Xavier's stone likeness stares down in judgment, sword still raised in stone, though his disciples now lie broken beneath it.
Yeah. Fuck those guys. So we'll kind of explore, check this place out.
As you begin exploring, oops, I thought I had that in there. Hang on one second. Is that in here? No, maybe I didn't put it in. I made a little token, but I can't find it. Hang on a second. Is it in here? Yes, there we go. So that door that you just happened to walk up to, you hear a whimper. Barely audible. And tucked in the shadowed corner of that room, behind a crypt, is a small iron-barred cage. Its edges are rusted, stained in places. Inside, hunched against the back wall like a frightened animal, is a young girl, no older than 14. Her hair, once black and straight, is now tangled and hangs in wisps around her dirt-smudged face. She wears a simple linen kimono, torn at the shoulder and stained with grime and old blood. Her bare feet are scraped and swollen, and one eye is bruised, half closed. But it's the other eye, wide, unblinking and glimmering with quiet defiance, that catches the torchlight. She watches you like a trapped fox, fearful but not broken. At your approach, she doesn't cry out, doesn't beg. She simply asks, "Are you here to finish what they started?"
I was here to finish them, and now they are no more.
And you notice she clutches something in her lap. A small wooden carving. A kitsune. Its tail broken.
When Haruka notices that, she says, "Would you like to meet a real one? Let me get you out of there." And I try to open this cage up.
Make a security roll.
Security!
Security!
Technical support!
Can't open that without a key.
Yeah.
But with a quick perusal among the dead bodies, you can find a ring of keys that would allow you to get in there.
Okay. Yeah, so Haruka lets everybody know that there's a girl in here trapped and we need to get her out.
She looks up at you and she says, "Are you a ghost?"
I kind of pat her on the head and say, "See, solid." but I'm not far from it.
You are beautiful.
Is there anything else in here?
Nothing of any real importance. This is a crypt, and it looks like it's a burial place for one of the fallen Templars.
Oh, fuck all that. Yeah, I'll get her out of there. And I'm gonna just make a mental note that we need to come back and make sure we tear this place apart.
Who are you?
My name is Haruka.
They call me Chiasa.
How did you come to be here?
I was taken some time ago.
The Templars?
Yes,
These foreign invaders?
those bastards.
They
They,
think they can take everything in our land, including our people.
they took me from my home months ago, killed my mother.
I'm sorry. They killed my family as well, but I am making them pay, and I can make them pay for you as well.
Did your family work for the Petals?
The petals, you say?
You know them.
We are looking for them.
My mother was a scribe, forced into servitude at the temple of Takashima, where the Shadow Petals make their home.
Have I heard of this temple before?
Never heard of that.
And do you know where we could find this temple, child?
I and my mother were forced to live there.
Wait, is that where the Templars took you from?
Not directly from there, but they intercepted us on the road to gather information about the Petals. I used to listen. I remember things. Not just names, but maps, coordinates, code phrases, who visited, when they came, what they brought. And I think
Oh,
they knew this. Certainly knew my mother knew more than I, and that's why they killed her. They thought they could get me to talk, and that's why I'm here.
well, you don't have anything else to fear from them, but we would be most appreciative if you could help us find these petals.
You're obviously not one of them. She points to all of the dead Templars in the main room now.
Mhm.
You seek the petals?
Yes,
You said that your family was killed.
they were, yes.
Was it these men?
These men are working with the petals. They wanted my family's land, and the petals were sent to deliver it.
There is no love lost between me and the Kuniochi. They wanted to train me as one of their own. I learned a few things, yes, but that is not the life that I wanted. I was looking for a way to escape. And unfortunately, I was taken. But now, likely, they think me dead.
Then you are free to live as you please. I will not force you to help us.
I have nowhere else to go.
Then let us leave this place. Get you somewhere safe. Safer at any rate.
All right. I will follow you, Ghost.
I will kind of summon Bathsheba to my side and then pick her up and hand her to what is her name again?
I gotta pull it back up because I can't pronounce it without looking at it. Chiasa.
Chiasa. Chiasa.
Mm-hmm.
I say, here, you can hold my cat.
You said that you would show me a kitsune.
So I did. I look around. Is Queso still around?
Yep.
And you, the rest of you now see this young girl walk into the room with Haruka. Beaten, bloodied, disheveled, but still a fire in her eye. And she sees the fox sitting there. And as though on cue, Queso fans out his 9 tails. And her eyes light up. And Queso runs to her and runs between her legs and brushing the 9 tails in between. And she falls to her knees and just begins to weep. And I think we'll probably leave it at that for tonight. And then next time you can find out a little bit more about Chiasa and her association with the petals.
Maybe explore a little bit more. There's all kinds of places we haven't looked at yet.
Sure. Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
That's good.
Good game, guys.
All right. Yeah, that was fun. I've wanted that battle to go more my way. God damn it. This was the first really kind of challenging group I think that I had for you guys, and man, you all rolled too good.
Yeah, hot knife through butter.
Yeah.
All right, well, good game, everybody. It was good seeing everybody, and Christy, it was good seeing you in person for a change. So we'll call it for tonight, and we'll meet back here in 2 weeks. Everybody out there in Twitch land, thank you for watching. We appreciate it, and we'll see you back at the same bat time, same bat channel. Good night, everybody.
All right.
All right.
Good night, y'all. Bye.